The movie begins with a look into a dystopian future, where the world is overpopulated. Food is scarce, resources are drying up, and the government has introduced a one-child policy to control population growth. To enforce this rule, the powerful Child Allocation Bureau, CAB, led by Nicolette Kamen, takes every extra child from families. Parents are told their additional children are put to sleep, but the truth behind that is far darker. The birth of the Setman sisters. In the middle of this crisis, a woman secretly gives birth to 7 identical daughters. She dies during childbirth, leaving them behind. Their grandfather, Terence Setman, finds the newborns and decides to protect them from the government. Knowing the CAB would take 6 of them away if discovered, Terence hides their existence. He names each of them after a day of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so each one can go outside only on the day of her name. Together, they share one identity: Karen Setman. Terence trains them to behave as one person: same handwriting, same mannerisms, same hair, same voice. If one of them gets hurt, all of them must replicate the injury to maintain the illusion. It's a strict, controlled life, but it's the only way to survive. 30 years later. The sisters are now adults, played by Noni Rapes. They live in a hidden apartment, constantly watched by security cameras, communicating through screens and wrist chips. Every day, one sister leaves for work, pretending to be Karen Setman, while the others stay home, watching through surveillance. They work at a major bank, living carefully to maintain their secret. Monday is responsible and serious, the de facto leader. Tuesday is emotional, a bit fragile. Wednesday is tough and rebellious. Thursday is bold and athletic. Friday is shy, the tech genius. Saturday is free-spirited and playful. Sunday is calm and nurturing, a motherly figure to the others. Every night, the sister who went out must report everything that happened, so the others know what to expect the next day. Their entire lives depend on perfect coordination. The disappearance. One day, Monday goes to work as usual. That night, however, she doesn't come home. The sisters wait anxiously. This has never happened before. They try to contact her, but her chip shows no signal. Panic grows. The next day, Tuesday decides to take her place to find out what happened. Disguised as Karen, she visits Monday's office and tries to act normal. But something feels off. Her co-workers seem tense, and a strange man from the bureau appears to be watching her. Soon, the bureau's agents suddenly arrest her. They drag her into a van. Tuesday realizes something's wrong. This isn't a normal checkup. Tuesday is taken to a high-security facility and interrogated by Kamen's agents. They scan her chip and discover she's Karen Setman, which confuses them. They think she's just one person. The interrogation turns brutal. She's tortured for information, and eventually, she's killed. The Bureau then fakes her death records. Officially, Karen Setman has been processed for violating the one-child policy. At home, the remaining sisters are horrified when Tuesday's camera feed cuts out. They realize she's gone. Wednesday, being the strongest and most determined, decides to go out next. She arms herself with a gun and tracking device, determined to find out what happened to Monday and Tuesday. She sneaks into Monday's office and hacks into her computer. There, she finds strange financial records and messages. Monday had been meeting with someone secretly. Before she can dig deeper, she's ambushed by CAD agents. A violent fight breaks out. Wednesday kills several agents and barely escapes. She makes it back to the apartment injured and shaken. That night, she tells her sisters what she learned. Monday had secrets. Maybe she betrayed them. Not long after, their apartment is raided by heavily armed Bureau forces. It's an intense, chaotic sequence: bullets, fire, destruction. The sisters fight back using weapons and hidden escape routes, showing how well-trained Terence had made them. Thursday kills several agents with her combat skills. Friday hides and uses surveillance to guide her sisters. Saturday helps the wounded escape, but Sunday is killed during the assault, a heartbreaking loss for all of them. The rest barely make it out alive. After the attack, the surviving sisters split up to stay hidden. Friday uses her hacking skills to dig into CAB records and discovers something horrifying. The extra children taken by the Bureau aren't being put to sleep. They are cryogenically frozen, or so people are told. But the real footage shows the truth. They're incinerated, burned alive to reduce population instantly. The realization hits them hard. Everything Cayman promised the public is a lie. She's a monster, using fake science to justify mass murder. While investigating, Thursday meets a man named Adrian Knowles, a bureau officer who secretly had a romantic relationship with Karen Satman. But, of course, he never knew she was actually 7 people. Thursday meets him, pretending to be Karen, and confronts him. Adrian is shocked to discover the truth, that there were 7 identical sisters pretending to be one person. But he's also helpful. He decides to help them expose the Bureau's crimes. However, when Thursday and Adrian dig deeper, they make a shocking discovery. Monday is still alive and working with Cayman. It turns out that Monday had fallen in love with Adrian in secret and wanted a normal life, one where she could exist as just herself. But when she became pregnant, she realized the one-child law would doom her unborn children. Desperate to save them, she struck a deal with Cayman. In exchange for her cooperation and her sister's capture, Cayman would let her live freely with her babies. So Monday betrayed her sisters to protect her own children. After learning the truth, Thursday and Friday confront the Bureau once more. But Friday, overwhelmed by guilt and fear, chooses to stay behind and sacrifices herself by blowing up part of the Bureau building, allowing Thursday to escape. Thursday then disguises herself as Karen and sneaks into a high-profile political gala, where Cayman is giving a speech about the success of her program. Monday is also there, alive, looking elegant and visibly pregnant. A confrontation follows, 2 Karens standing face-to-face in front of the media. Chaos breaks out as the truth unravels. Cameras record everything: Monday's betrayal, Cayman's crimes, and the truth about the burning of children. The footage goes live, exposing the Bureau's horrors to the world. Security guards storm in. Monday is shot during the chaos. As she dies, she looks at Thursday and whispers, "I did it for them." She's referring to her unborn twins, the only reason she betrayed her sisters. Thursday holds her as she dies, heartbroken. Meanwhile, Cayman is arrested. Her political career collapses, and the one-child policy is abolished. In the final scenes, the world begins to change. With Cayman's crimes exposed, families start living freely again. In a hospital, Monday's twin babies are born, 2 healthy girls. Adrian, now their guardian, watches over them. Thursday, standing outside the glass window, smiles faintly, knowing her sister's sacrifices weren't in vain. They may have lost everything, but their fight brought freedom to millions. The movie ends on a bittersweet note. The world is no longer under Cayman's brutal rule, but the cost was enormous. Out of 7 sisters, only Thursday survives. The final shot shows the 2 newborn babies lying side by side, a symbol of hope and a new beginning, where no one has to hide who they are ever again.